A long-awaited prisoner release, signaling the most significant shift in U.S. policy towards its communist neighbor since the Cold War, re-establishing diplomatic relations between the United States and Cuba.
These 50 years have shown that isolation has not worked. It's time for a new approach.
At the same time, President Raul Castro telling the Cuban people, despite the differences, he welcomes the restoration of relations with the United States.
As a result of talks at the highest level that included a phone conversation that I had yesterday with President Barack Obama, we have been able to move forward and resolve certain areas of interest for both nations.
The leaders' Tuesday phone call, the first substantive conversation between the longtime foes since 1961. A surprise prison swap, releasing American Alan Gross, as well as an unnamed intelligence asset with 3 Cubans jailed in the U.S., coming amid a series of new confidence-building measures. 65-year-old Gross stepping on American soil after 5 years in captivity.
I truly hope that we can now get beyond these mutually belligerent policies. And I was very happy to hear what the President had to say today. This is a game changer, which I fully support.
President Obama's address acknowledging that it is time to change tack on human rights issues and fostering democracy in Cuba.
I think he's moving from a policy, once again, of isolation to deal with these issues to a policy of engagement. And I think that this opens up a new chapter in this relationship, and this is a significant change.
As part of resuming diplomatic relations with Cuba, the U.S. will soon reopen an embassy in Havana and carry out high-level government visits. The U.S. is also easing travel bans to Cuba, including for family visits, official U.S. government business, and educational activities. Obama's announcement making an abrupt use of executive power, but he cannot unilaterally end the long-standing U.S. economic embargo on Cuba, which requires action from lawmakers to overturn.
Cubans have a saying about daily life. No es fácil. It's not easy. Today, the United States wants to be a partner in making the lives of ordinary Cubans a little bit easier, more free, more prosperous.
But there is one ban that still remains in place. American tourists will still not be able to travel to the island 90 miles off Florida's coast. Tracy Brown, Associated Press.